I mean, we've been around for 75 years, and that in itself is testimony to how much effort the people associated with this organization have put in and how much they care about it and care about each other.
For over 7 decades, Hanna Brophy has been a name synonymous with the gold standard of workers' compensation defense law in California. At Hanna Brophy, we know the best way to lead is by example. Many firms talk the talk, but we know it's not what you say you'll do. It's what you actually contribute by the day's end that counts.
The thing that I noticed after coming here very early on was that the firm was interested in longevity. They weren't about making as much money as they could right now, and I see a lot of firms like that with the idea that we don't care what happens in 10 years from now. We're looking at this from a long-term perspective. I would never be worried that Hanna Brophy would cease to exist because that forward-looking spirit we still have.
We know after all these decades, our greatest work has been measured in what we've offered, not what we've gained. Through building bridges between employers and injured workers, our remarkable reputation was established early on.
Hanna Brophy is going into its 75th year. I really feel like this firm has an established reputation in the workers' comp community. Workers' comp is a very small world, and everyone knows and respects Hanna Brophy. So when I go to the board and I meet with a new attorney for the first time, and I mention where I work, they automatically, normally, respect me when they know that I work at Hanna Brophy.
Hanna Brophy opened in 1943 in San Francisco's historic Merchant Exchange building. From the beginning, the practice has been dedicated to defending employers and workers' compensation, and it is from this strong tradition that Hanna Brophy established its statewide practice throughout California, one victory at a time.
I can just say that my career at Hanna Brophy has been very rewarding. When I first came on here, I didn't know what workers' comp was. I didn't know what Hanna and Brophy was, but my experience with dealing with the partners and the people I've dealt with through the years has been so positive that it's just kind of reinforced my desire to do what I can to carry on the tradition.
Hanna Brophy literally wrote the book on workers' compensation law. Warren Hanna authored the original and most recognized workers' compensation treatise. Don Brophy expanded the firm's statewide reputation by flying himself to represent defendants, and his flight path mapped the direction and future progression of the firm, with many of his stops becoming permanent Hanna Brophy offices. At the conclusion of World War II, some of the country's brightest litigators joined the firm after returning from the war. This group of veterans would help to form the firm name as we know it today: Hanna, Brophy, McLean, McAleer, and Jensen.
I was fortunate enough to know both of those gentlemen, both Warren and Don, as a young man to come up and be able to shake hands with Warren Hanna and Don Brophy. I remember both of those gentlemen being so gracious and so welcoming. It made a lasting impression on me, and something that I'll always remember.
At Hanna Brophy, we believe to be truly excellent is to be endlessly moving forward while maintaining respect for the past. Although we know our reputation speaks for itself, we never stop striving to grow and improve. From new innovative technologies to unique partnerships across the state, Hanna Brophy has built an enduring and proven legacy. A legacy steeped in historical experience and deeply rooted relationships. A legacy supported firmly on the pillars of our ceaseless striving for growth and unity.
I think it's encouraging to see a firm that's not only stood the test of time, but is continuing to innovate. Every year there's new computer technology being implemented or new ways of doing things.
As we proudly celebrate our 75th year in practice, we'd like to thank our partners, associates, and staff, past and present, for their commitment to our standards of excellence and our rich traditions. The quality of our work is only as high as the quality of our team.
These people are selfless and giving and generous and supportive to one another. That is the thing that I'm most proud of, and the thing that is a strength for us that it's unmatchable.
We look now at the horizon of the next 75 years at Hanna Brophy and striving to create as much of an impact on the workers' compensation industry and on one another as the first 75 years has taught us.